It's all over at Easter Road. It finished Hibernian 1, St Mirren 2. It was another 1-2 to the chin of David Gray. A left hook, a right hook. Left him once again laying flat on his back and looking up at the grey skies of Edinburgh. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's not a good day for Davy Gray. Bottom of the table. Fans wanting him out. One win all season. Is it time to go?
Is it the end of days for Davy Gray? I think it may be. Alright, enough of the rhyming here. What rhymes with Davy Gray? Shite. That's what rhymes with him. He's done. He needs to go.
It doesn't really though, does it?
No, it doesn't really. But alright, what rhymes with shite? Hibs. There you go. Doesn't go either, but you know what? It may as well.
I may as well, because that's how we're going to sum them up, guys. And look, did Hibernian... Were they awful today? I mean, probably not. Have they been awful all season performance-wise? I mean, probably not, but as we know, it's a results-driven business, and we can talk about the Hearts game where they conceded late on. We can talk about the Dundee United game where they were, wrongfully having a penalty awarded against them, and that cost them 3 points. And I mean, there's lots of things we can talk about, but I think in the end, I think we just have to acknowledge that probably Hibernian, David Gray, and this current group of players just aren't good enough.
No, post-match is sounding like Stevie Naismith, which means it's all over. This whole, I believe I'm the man to turn it around. I get it, right? He's not going to turn around and say, yeah, I'm no the man
I'm
to
done.
turn this.
I'm finished.
I'm Richard Dunn. No, he's not going to turn around and say that.
Time to pay me some money and send me on my way.
That's what he wants. I think he knows deep down it's done. Is Neil McCann... I tell you what, Neil McCann's very good at punditry, right? Maybe a wee tad boring, but he's very good at punditry, right? He says it is. The Hibs players don't give a fuck. They don't care, right? They really don't. You watch like the game here, some of the defending is absolutely comical. Simple. The basics like closing down are just not there.
The basics. They don't have the basics. There's no basics. Anyway, let's talk about the first goal. Taser gets the ball. Is it Taser? Tanser?
Taser.
I put I put Taser in my notes. I meant Tanser.
Someone tase you.
Oh, I meant... Hibs got tased here. So Tanser on the left-hand side. Just whips out... I mean, decent crossing. Left-footed crossing. I mean, across the box. Across the 6-yard box. And Connor McMenamin is there. The £75,000 signing from... Was it Glentoran or Cliftonville? I can't quite...
Glentoran.
It was Glentoran. And he gets his first goal of the season. So that sums up how good he is. He has to wait until he plays Hibs to get his first goal of the season. Look, not really going to give Connor McMenamin that much credit. He was there, right place, right time. Good ball in my opinion, from Tanser. But come on, it's a cross into the 6-yard box. Where's the defence? Where's the goalkeeper? You can't allow this to come through into anybody in a black and white shirt.
To blame the goalie on this is ridiculous.
Well, I say a black and white shirt. St Mirren were playing in blue. No, but come on. Somebody should be getting to it before the St Mirren player.
Not the goalie.
That's my point.
Not the goalie.
Well, I think if the goalie accepts that he's got a shite defence in front of him, maybe he should respond to this differently.
What, and do the job of 5 men? What do you want him to do?
Hold on, are you telling me we've never seen goalkeepers come out and get to a cross that's in the 6-yard box? You tell me that's never happened?
Of course it's happened.
Well, there you go.
Oh, how about different circumstances? Rewatch this goal and tell me if the goalie should have got to it. The claim he should have claimed the cross is fucking brain dead.
No, I'm not saying he should have claimed it. He could have got to it, though.
He could have got
I'm not saying he should come out.
Let's just move on, because I don't know what you're on about.
I'm going to rewatch this here, guys, on my...
Your BBC iPlayer that you have a TV licence for? There's nothing wrong with this.
My SPFL phone, let's see.
Your SPFL laptop, mate.
SPFL laptop. So, yep, St Mirren have the ball. Great ball out from, I think that is...
There's going to be an apology
Mark
here.
O'Hara.
Explain to me how the goalie gets to that. Explain.
Take it back, keeper.
Yes. Aye, there you go. Reel it in.
I'm reeling it in.
I mean, that is ridiculous to even attempt to blame the goalie on that.
Hold on, it's still shite defending.
No, the defending's awful and it's a good finish at the end of the day. It puts it past the goalie.
Should the goalie done better?
Yo, if you want to argue the goalie should have done better with the save, I'll accept. But with the initial cross, I mean, what is he, Spider-Man?
Well, I think Hibs probably need Spider-Man or some form of octopus in nets, but they don't have it. Anyway, we move on. Johan hits the post not long after this. He did pretty well. He He created the chance. He came in from the right-hand side, played a nice wee 1-2 pass after going past a few St Mirren players. Some trickery, some spins, some roundabouts. Then he turned again, got the shot off the post. Unlucky for Johan not to score that. O'Hara then with first of all, he takes a horrible touch. There's zero pressure on the guy. The ball just gets cleared up for St Mirren. He takes a horrible touch initially. The ball runs away from him, but it doesn't run far enough away that he can't get to it first. But then when he gets to it first, his second touch is just as bad as the first touch, and he somehow plays McMenamin through on goal with his second touch. Unbelievable. First touch took the ball about 10, 12 feet away from him, and then he runs up and gets to the ball, but the second touch somehow fucking plays McMenamin through. What was O'Hara doing here? Let's see it again. First touch shite. Second touch just flicks it on to McMenamin.
As bad as all that was, I think the defending there from
this guy just
number,
jogging.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Oh, it's
not number. What number?
It's not Bashuri. Is that Obita?
I think it's a beat. Is number 4? Is it for Hibs? Aye, number 4. I don't know. He gets caught in 2 minds and just lets him get a free shot away. That angle didn't look as bad, but the angle for the actual front end looked ridiculous. But it looks like a half-assed attempt here for Hibs this entire match. They look like a team trying to get the manager sacked.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they keep playing like this, I think they'll be there. So let's move on. I mean, O'Hara got taken off at half-time, and honestly, am I surprised? Absolutely not.
Yeah, Hibs they've signed players that I think Hibs are in a situation like Rangers. They've got no one at the top end of the club board-wise, and they're losing a bunch of players, spending decent money for Hibs, bringing players in, and it seems to be regressing.
Yeah, they're going backwards. Right, up next we had the first penalty shout of the game. Boyle strikes it. We have the St Mirren player who he's charging it from his own box. It's like it hits his hand, but his arm is like in towards his body. I don't think this is a penalty.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of dodgy penalties at Easter Road in 2024. This wasn't one of them.
The referee then doesn't give it. St Mirren have a really good chance to go 3-0 up. Gogic gets to the rebound. A header comes off the crossbar. Gogic is about 2 yards out and somehow heads it over. I mean, I guess it was a reaction thing. Not a lot he could do. Then Hibernian do get a penalty. And it is Martin Boyle, I believe, on the right-hand side. Just runs past a few St Mirren players. I mean, it's decent for Boyd. Good trickery there. Goes past 2 or 3 guys. Third guy clatters into him. I mean, I think Boyle made a meal out of it, but the referee pointed to the spot. He was happy to award the penalty. I mean, we're seeing it again here. I mean, it's good for Boyle. Gets into a good position. I think it is a penalty, man, but he just...
But Martin Boyle is a diver. And you know what?
He's also a shit penalty taker.
He is a shit penalty taker. It's an awful penalty save. Good night. But I think Boyle's wasted too much of his career at Hibs. You could have easily seen him at a better club in the league.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, this kind of reminded me of the McGrath penalty.
No, the McGrath one was a wee bit worse. But what I'm saying is, like, you look at Rangers as wide options, right? And yeah, Bajrami and Tierney are in form right now. But are you trying to tell me Martin Boyle
wouldn't be a good option
compared to like McCausland, Matondo, Scott Wrights of last season? You know, and like also, I mean, Boyle is older now, but like, even a couple of years ago, you tried to tell me Boyle wouldn't have done well at Celtic compared to like some of the wingers that Celtic have had recently.
Probably, why not?
You know, it's a shame, but
I don't think he cares. He went and got his money in Saudi Arabia, didn't he?
Dubai, was it?
Dubai, whatever. He's loving his life. He doesn't really care. Right, we then got another penalty for Hibernian, and this time it is Gogic with the handball, and I think this is probably a penalty as well. So I agree with the three penalty calls. First one wasn't given, second 2 were. I think that's about right. I think they were spot on here.
Not much complaining for me on
94th minute, Cadden steps up. Can he hit a better penalty than Boyle? I mean, to be fair, he kind of hits the exact same penalty, but the keeper goes the wrong way. So, you know, Caden then celebrates, grabs the ball, thinks he's Superman. He's trying to get the Hibs players revitalised here. He's like, come on, it's 2-1. We can still do something here. And by God, they could, because Caden gets a chance minutes after this as Davy Gray is watching his job evaporate through his fingertips. But don't worry, because the ball gets launched into the box. There's a bit of a collision before then. So St Mirren player goes down, but he gets straight back up. And we've got Caden at the back post. He comes in the middle of the box, takes a strike for about 18 yards out, maybe not 18 yards, probably about 16 yards, 15 yards out. Ball goes straight in. Only problem is it bounces off Dwight Gale, who's in an offside position by about 10 miles. Yet all the Hibs players decide to celebrate anyway, even though we knew this goal was not going to stand. So
yeah, I mean, this is a goal that could have potentially hoovered us at 28 grand. And thankfully it didn't.
I mean, just look at, you can see Dwight Gale's reactions. He doesn't even celebrate. I mean,
should he not be telling his teammates?
Don't look like idiots here.
Even though they've guys, never going to count. Apparently it took a long time to disallow it. No idea why.
We can see David Gray sitting there looking at the monitor, and he knew. David Gray knew that this wasn't going to be given.
Summer days are coming.
I mean, come on. There's no need to draw lines.
He's about 5 yards off.
There's no need for lines.
Like, he's a legit 5 yards offside.
And that was pretty much it. David Gray then walks onto the pitch, shakes a few hands, and he could be heading into the job centre on Monday morning.
But I think Hibs are in a situation, I don't even think a new manager changes much for them. Like, with Hearts, you feel like, they'll finish 4th if they put a run together. See, with Hibs, it's like, you might get 10th if you sack him, you know.
I mean, do Hibs get a new manager, or do they just say to Malky Mackay, right, you're up?
You're up, buddy. Direct your football onto the pitch.
People were saying when Malky Mackay took that role, that was his plan. It was like a 200 IQ play. 200
IQ? Could he not got the job anyway? Could he not have said that?
What, after getting sacked for Ross County?
Aye?
No.
Hold on, so you think Malky Mackay's went... We're putting too much respect on Hibs' name. He gets sacked for Ross County and he gets and getting the Hibs job's out the question.
Aye. On what planet should you be getting sacked for Ross County and go and get a job at Hibs?
Look at fucking that prick at Hearts. He gets sacked for a bunch of diddy teams in England. League 2, man. He walks straight into Heart of Midlothian. 4th biggest club in the country.
That's England, but slightly different.
Top flight.
Doesn't really matter. Point is, Malky Mackay
will be booking a flight.
I think
down to the pitch.
I think might be the next Hibs manager. So we'll have to wait and see. But another defeat for Hibernian. It's not looking good. They're cut now. Well, they're not adrift at the bottom of the table, but I mean the bottom, all right, and that's just not good enough for a club the size of Hibs. They shouldn't be there at all.
No, they shouldn't be. I don't think they'll be there long, though. I do expect something to turn around. But again, they're not going to finish much. I think Hibs could be looking at a playoff.
But you know what? I mean, I think with the emergence of Kilmarnock and Derek McInnes over the past few years, and St Mirren and Stephen Robinson doing really well, the days of the Hibs, Hearts and Aberdeen just being guaranteed that top 6, they're gone.
Took the windy, aye. Dundee United and Motherwell doing well as well.
You actually have to, Dundee United back in the top flight. See, for Hibernian to actually get top 6, you have to be decent.
You can't just walk in.
Whereas previously it was kind of just, as long as you're not shite, you'll finish top 6. But Hibs right now are shite and they're not going to finish top 6.
That is the problem for Hibs.
You know, I mean, probably now a good... I mean, what is a good season for Hibs, realistically? At this point in time, I think if they finish 9th or 10th...
Yeah, staying up's probably a good season.
That's probably good.
As bad as that and mad as that is. Anyway, we'll be back very soon. Till then, though, Hibs it.